Thanks for listening, people who are playing back or whatever. However the case, I hope you all have good days. I'm wanting to do just live, And alright, now I'll pick the background music. Wait for people to show up. Yeah, how about Chill Hop?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, cool
Hey, what's
picture.
up? Yeah, that's my pet on Elder Scrolls. Just thought I would use it because I didn't know. I couldn't find my other picture in my phone.
I got you.
I don't know where you want it shared or not shared, so I'll let you share it out.
Alright, just you can share it to. Oh, okay, I got you. Let me see. You hear the music alright? Oh yeah, okay. How you doing? No. Asian B. I appreciate that. The light. I wonder what happened. Maybe I go to the thing again. Alright. I see you.
I accidentally opened it through Discord instead of opening it through the browser.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, so when I was trying to do other things, I accidentally closed it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, and then you don't want it to close, but you want to do other things, but that doesn't actually work out that well.
Yeah, I hear ya.
For sure.
So what's the name of the stream tonight?
It's called Let's Talk About Everything We Can Think of number 10. It's like the official first 10 of like all the things we've done so far, which is pretty cool. It's been like kind of a minute of doing it.
Oh, okay. I heard you thanking somebody. Is there somebody in the chat that I can't see?
Oh yeah, Jenny. Well, not Jenny, but Jen B.
Jen B?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jen B. She's been around for a while.
Yeah, she's really nice. Went to go to bed, but like wanted to like say hi and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
it might be a little bit late for some people tonight.
Yeah, it is a little late, but I mean, things will work out. We can just talk about whatever comes to mind and stuff. I kind of just wanted to like have a chill little thing and to see how it would go coming back and stuff.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Like practice. Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Ellie said she's coming in a couple minutes.
Alright. Oh yeah.
So how many music options are there?
There's like... Now let me look at them.
And can you
So I
upload
can
your
tell
own?
you.
Like, I know StreamYard just made it like recently, so you can upload your own music in the background.
Yeah, they did. So I'm not entirely sure if it's different for laptop, but there's chill, down tempo, lounge, hip hop, lo-fi, chill hop, ambient, and future pop. They're like 4 that you need to upgrade to get, but the ones that you can have just by like for free is down tempo, lo-fi, chill hop, and future pop. But they have like a lot of different options inside of that. It's like a little playlist of things that fit that, so it works out pretty well.
Sorry, I didn't hear you for like 10 seconds.
Okay.
But yeah, there's another event going on Elder Scrolls right now.
Oh,
They're
yeah?
doing
What
like
is
a
it?
PvP event. They have new pets that were released, like similar to the one that I have in my picture, but one's green and one's black. I got both of them. This one in my picture is gold. I'm not sure if you can tell in the with like the lighting of it, but. And then there's
Cool.
other stuff you can get as well, but I don't really want it. Like there's like this little like polymorph thing, but it just turns you into like this red armor and like you can't see your face or anything, and it just isn't the type of thing I would wear.
That's fair. I mean, like, sometimes it's not your aesthetics. And not gonna lie, I usually get, like, I'll stick with armor that I like, that looks better to me, more than, like, the thing that's, like, gonna be the most armor of it all, you know? And, like,
Yeah, I get
I
what
want
you're
to like
saying.
it, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Marcelo
Like-
on Rio.
Hey. Welcome and all. Thanks for being around.
I'm not going to go into detail, but that was weird how we were talking about that earlier, and then you got that message about the same thing.
I
That was so
know,
weird.
right? It's just like... Life is something. Like, I think it's just that, like, sometimes you go through things and the universe will just tell you, like, you know, just because you're paying attention, you know?
Yeah,
Just stuff
exactly.
like that. Shit. I gotta tell people. Tag everywhere.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey. Welcome and stuff. And, for anybody new, I wanna ask, what are y'all's favorite colors?
My favorite colors change like every time someone asks me.
Oh yeah, what is it now?
I would go back and forth between pink and purple. I still like blue.
They are good colors. They're all really good colors together. It's hard
Yeah.
to like, it's like sometimes you just feel like a mood, you know? I'm
Mhm.
very inky, purple, green, like dark kind of colors. Just the kind of
Mhm.
stuff you want to like put your hand in. Like, I also just really like black, but also
My
like
mom's favorite
silver
color
and
is
gold.
green.
Whose favorite color is green?
My mom's. She
Nice.
hates orange though. Like she's always hated orange.
Dang.
She'll deal with it for like Halloween and stuff like that, but like she just hates it.
I guess that means just wear black then. It'll still fit.
Yeah, exactly.
What a vibe.
And I was gonna post the link when I was typing it in that chat, but I had this studio thing. I was gonna say a StreamYard link, but it's a studio.restream.io link.
Yeah. It is a specific link. That is very true.
Why do you think StreamYard is so much more popular than this one?
Well, StreamYard's been around more.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Like, it's just that, like, people have been using StreamYard for a while, and it's, like, been a whole community at it. haven't heard of Restream until like this year, truly. So that's probably what it is.
Oh yeah.
But it's so rad. I love it. And then look at how the background that they provide goes with that picture so nice. Look at that. So
Yeah.
little bubbles.
I thought you
love
made
it.
that.
No, it's literally Restream. They have like a lot of different stuff. Like all sorts of different colors. It's like
People
I'd
are still
switch
making
them.
faces of me.
Here's some like I like that. You see the stars?
Yeah.
Then very blue. Makes me think of Blue's Clues though. Little blue eggs or jelly beans.
Yeah.
And then let me see. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Vamp.
Hey.
Hey, Vamp, how are you doing today?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. Just trying to relax.
Nice. Relaxing's a vibe, for real.
Yeah. There's been a lot going on this week because, like, my brother, his wife, and my 2 nephews were visiting. Like, they were staying at the house.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's nice having family around.
Yeah, I kind of missed them already.
All that, but it can't-
Especially the baby, like the 8-month-old. He was so adorable.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally get you. Oh.
He would always stare at me whenever I'd walk in the room and smile at me.
Oh, the babies are so cute.
Yeah.
That's really adorable.
Yeah, I like babies. They're so cute.
So what have you guys been up to? I know you guys have been talking about books and stuff like that.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what to do with the channel and the content and trying to come up with things and stuff. Pretty much for me, at least, that's what I'm been trying to do.
Have you tried like going to other channels that discuss book-like related things and trying to network with them? If that's like what you're genuinely interested in, like have you tried seeking out people with similar interests?
No, because I already was in that community and I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much like the beauty community. So.
Yeah.
So that's all
I assumed
need to
the book
say.
community would be a bit better, but I guess not.
It's just it's sneakier the way they. Yeah, they're more sneaky about what they do because they have to keep this pristine image of we are the nicest people ever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the way they would ostracize someone from the community. It's like a very, very calculated, very underhanded way. The way they do it. They don't like go and just start making videos or stuff like that. I mean, they do now, like on TikTok, they straight up do, but on YouTube, no. In YouTube, all of the top dogs would get together and then start like subtweeting very subtle subtweets about
So what do
whoever.
they do in this community, like these top dogs? Are they like book reviewers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like they review like the books and stuff like that and like do commentary on like the book world, I guess?
No, just reviewing books. Recommendations.
Yeah. Like in the book community, would they cover like drama with the authors and stuff like that while discussing the book? Like if they were discussing like the Harry Potter series, for example, would they discuss J.K. Rowling's drama?
I think the people who do stuff like that more than likely are going to be VIPOC people, but because they're VIPOC people, their channels are not gonna be big. So then, like, they're difficult to discover because the book reviewing community is all about the positivity. So they don't associate with people. So they, like, for example, my channel would be considered a negative channel, or like that section would be considered like a toxic, negative, attacking, or like that, because that's how they describe people who criticize authors, books, and the book community, or like stuff like that. They don't like it.
Weird.
So I guess that's a way to keep people quiet.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
They're not gonna help you grow or anything.
Toxic positivity culture kind of stuff.
Yeah, I saw some people who tried to talk about like what they were seeing, which is pretty much what I've been saying as well. And I guess after being in the community for a while, and they were like, you know what, I've been saying this for like quite some time, so let me just tell you what I think is happening here. And pretty quickly they would post an apology video, because they realized, oh no, like the big people, the big channels, they're mad at me, they blocked me, all of them at the same time, everywhere at the same time. And then they started like subtweeting, so then they start getting hate. Yeah.
It seems like that always happens, like in every community. The big people get together, then start excluding all the little fish.
Yeah, it's just nepotist nonsense, garbage, bullshittery, all of it. Like, it seems like a common tactic with a lot of people who just have the funds to just dump money into things. They always want to, like, they're the only ones who can have it after they completely monopolize the system and make it harder for anyone with genuine creativity, or at least able to, like, give and take criticism and really thrive and grow off that. Yeah. They don't want to give anybody like that a chance, you know? Like, for anything. They just don't want anybody to look at it, but they're like...
I feel like they want everything to be exactly the same as well.
Yeah.
People who bring valid criticisms and want to change it in a way, like, they're not welcomed, because it's like, no, I'm the one who runs this, I know what's best, but in reality it's what's best for them. So then they don't want anybody to come over here criticizing or like trying to change things, because then those people might be the ones who end up in charge at the end of the day, and they're like, no, it needs to be me, I need to be controlling all of this.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. And ridiculous and relatable. Again, like something I've seen before.
Right, like there's probably a Degrassi episode about it.
I had a friend who was an actor in Degrassi.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying about that. That's
cool.
Cool.
Her name was Natalie Grenier.
Well, that's a
pretty
nice
name.
She still does like TikToks and Instagrams and stuff like that. I know she was like, she used to be big into like that Playboy Miss Social thing or whatever. They would like send in pictures, I guess, or whatever, and people would vote for them. She would actually win a lot of the time, so she was a really pretty girl.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I was friends with her.
Oh, look at you with knowing famous people.
I wouldn't say she's completely famous, but like she's relevant. Like, I think she might even have a blue check mark.
I mean,
well,
like,
that's pretty intense.
Look at Jamie, like. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, did you watch Degrassi enough to have like a favorite kind of scene or something? from it, or like?
I never actually watched it. Never really, for some reason, got me
I
interested.
never watched that.
That's fair. I'm not gonna lie, I'm somebody who watched from like the 1980s to like the next generation, and I just haven't watched the latest one that was in like 2018 or something like that. And you know there are books, right? For Degrassi.
Oh.
Like yeah, like there's literally like a whole thing about like the character backstories and stuff. It's pretty wild. Like they even have like where from the original one, they have a kid, and the kid ends up being someone that they follow throughout high school and like to college for Degrassi, and they just do stuff like that, which is pretty interesting.
I see. Well, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
It shouldn't be surprising though, because a lot of the things on TV is just books.
Everyone's really excited about this new series that just came out about on Netflix. I've been thinking about watching it. I just keep getting distracted by other things. It came out yesterday. It's called The Sandman, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one.
Yeah, it seems like it would be good.
It'd be cool if we talked about it, I guess, since we're all kind of like thinking about watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could do a
I didn't
review
read
or
the
something.
comics though, but supposedly it was made in a way in which the people who read the comics can enjoy it, as well as people who have never read them. So I'm like, yeah, Neil Gaiman, you go, you go, yeah.
Yeah, like for example, like if I put aside like my opinions on J.K. Rowling, I really liked the Harry Potter series, but I didn't like what was I gonna say about it though? I never read the books. I heard the books were better.
I honestly read the books and I watched the movies. What were you gonna say about?
No, I'm just thinking. Sorry.
Okay,
I just heard it was
gotcha.
one of those ones where the books were significantly better and they left out a lot of stuff in the movies.
Oh yeah, they really did. I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
the Harry Potter movies got a lot in it compared to how like some movies have been, because you know a lot of movies is just like crammed nonsense sometimes. But they just kind of like have a vague idea and they make something. They kind of had like the spirit of it,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
they still had the spirit of it throughout the series. But the
Yeah.
books were more in detail, and if you really
Yeah.
wanted to like really see the things make more sense, it does make more sense with the books versus the movie. Just because
Yeah,
there's
my
like
brother
stuff
read
that's
all
like,
the books.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said my
Uh-huh.
brother read all the books.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was never really much of a reader.
Oh, okay.
I would get headaches and stuff when I tried, like actual physical headaches. Like,
Yeah, just the actual having to focus on paper thing.
yeah, it's
It
not
didn't work
good.
out.
Like, yeah, and then with ebooks, I end up falling asleep while listening to them or not paying attention if I'm focusing on something else. So. There's a lot of
If
books
only
I've
they could-
wanted to read though. Like, it's not like the interest isn't at all there. If you get what I'm saying.
Right.
I remember back in the day though, when I was a kid, like I really liked Tom Sawyer. I read that book for like 4 projects.
That's pretty cool.
I would
Also,
kind
it
of
was
be
funny,
cheap
though.
though, like when it came to certain ones, because I also read like a lot of books from the same like author. Like it was like kind of a children's book, kind of not, like just enough to get past them. Like because like each picture, like each page, like every other page was a picture, and like the
Yeah.
font was really big. So I would just use
Mhm.
those ones for my projects.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. But then,
you
like,
tried-
at the bottom of every picture, like, they would give, like, a little, like, sentence or 2 description of what happened on the page.
Mm.
Yeah, so it would help me. I was never that good. I was actually good at English, though. Like, I was really good at writing essays and doing stuff like that. Like,
Uh-huh. Have you tried
never
like
good at reading. Well, I was
audiobook?
good at it, don't get me wrong, but never determined
Mhm.
to actually put myself down and read something like that. Which is weird because, like, if it's on a phone screen or a computer screen, I can read, like, all day. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm always online, always looking at things. Like, when it comes to a
Mhm.
book, it just strains my eyes. Yeah, I don't know why.
If only you could send it to your head,
Mhm.
right? Like just teleport it. Just
Yeah,
transfer it.
exactly. Because I'm sure
Where's
there's
the
so many good
USB?
stories.
Well,
Like
you can
that.
do that with audiobooks, though. You're transferring
Mhm.
it into your head by listening to it.
Yeah,
Fair, it is
exactly.
transmitting by sound waves. That is
Yeah.
pretty freaking fair. Which is interesting, isn't it? Just the processing of it all. I want to start like actually getting into audiobooks because it's interesting, but I don't know. It's like it just really depends. It really depends on who I'm listening to for it to really work. Like sometimes it's a hit or miss, and then I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just read the book. Like,
Yeah.
I like reading a lot though. I mean, I would read in my spare time.
Hmm. I can't do audiobooks. I tried and I just can't. I cannot. Only if it's books I already read. But if it's
Yeah,
a
and the
new,
thing is, like, you have to not only like the book, you have to also be able to tolerate the author speaking it. Like, sometimes the readers are really like,
well, that's true. But I just can't. Like I cannot retain anything.
yeah,
I just
Mhm.
if I listen to it in an
Visually.
audiobook, I just
I get what
cannot.
you're saying. I'm the same way.
Yeah, like, and I don't understand why. That would be so cool if I could. I would be listening to books all day long, but I just can. Like, it's might as well be listening to music because it's pretty much the same. I tune it out and I just can't. I I'm not retaining anything.
Yeah.
Hey, there's orange for you, Jamie.
My mom would be pissed.
Let me turn it to purple real quick. Oh no. There we go. No anger. But yeah, like it just goes in one ear and out the other. I really understand that. That blue's nice too.
Mm. And some
Right.
people that's the way they consume books, like by just audiobooks, and they're like vibing, and then they can just tell you what the book was about and it was awesome, and like pretty much like give you an entire review of the book in description, in detail and everything. I'm like, I just cannot.
I don't get how people like listen to them before they go to sleep, wake up, and then remember where they are. That's always like confusing to me. Like that's my problem. Like I'll
Wow.
listen to it and like I'll be like, oh, like yeah, I'll listen to it and like I'll try and pick up where I left off the next day. Just boom, I like completely like lost track of it and like. But
That's
some
gotta
people
be
can
a
keep up with
superpower.
it. Like,
No way, no way. I would have to
Not
go
at
back.
all.
No, I would have to start it over.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I could do like a bookmark, but I don't know how. Nah, like if something's saved for me, yeah, but I can't just like I'm not gonna remember that. It just ain't gonna happen. I stopped
Mhm.
even depending on like not having a bookmark or like stopping where you stopped. Like so many things like just save where you are now. I'm like, thank you for that.
I'll be right
Because I
back for
feel
30
like I'd be
seconds.
really annoyed having to do that for everything.
Mhm.
I said I'll be right back for 30 seconds.
All right, your time starts now.
No, yeah, that's
like
Hi,
Legends of the
Disney.
Hidden Temple starts playing.
No,
Hey,
that's
Zizzy.
true. That it's like it. I don't know how. No, like if I go to bed, right, like, and I'm listening to an audiobook, and I just go to sleep, like, I would not be able to remember. Yeah, this was like more or less while I was falling asleep. Where I no way. I would have to like go back until like I can remember. Oh, this is nice. Oh my god, look at us.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I really like that one.
Right? It's like the first one I picked. Like when I first started Restream, like if you go to like the first time I really did it, this is the one I picked first.
Oh. It would be cool if we were not in like these rectangular screens and if it was just like our little circle profile pictures.
Yeah.
Because that would mix them really well with those dots.
It would be that would be cool. OMG, can I do that? Let's see.
What?
Scrolling up to see if I can do that. No,
they
it's
have
just
that
blocks.
on Spotify. They have like just like sounds like rainstorms on Spotify. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
well
many.
versed, but
Rain sounds are so good. Like, I know, like, I always see people doing, like, live streams where it's just 24 hours of constant rain. And I'm like, you know what? That's a vibe.
oh yeah, those that are always
You know?
playing.
Yeah, I know, like, some 3-hour one. And then it's like, it's also really nice if you put rain with piano in any capacity. It just works. Or just music in general.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just that there's something about, like, rain playing with a piano.
Mm-hmm. I like more to listen to sounds like from YouTube or like from other places because like before YouTube and all that, like we used to buy sound machines, right? Just like usually an alarm clock, and then like sometimes they had sounds and stuff. And now when I bought one and then I was playing the rain or the whatever, and it sounded so like it sounded so bad. It was so bad. Every single sound sounded like trash. Like the forest or like the rain, the storms, the sea, all of them sounded exactly like just static. So I learned that we outgrew, I guess, sound machines.
That's fair. Like, don't worry about it, you know? It's a vibe.
Evolve.
Absolutely.
Then some
Music
people
is-
believe in like frequency healing music. That's an
Oh,
interesting thing to go down.
Frequency music.
Well, they
What do
believe
you
that like
mean?
a lot of music like nowadays is put like I don't know how to describe it, but like that HZ thing. Like they think that like the way music is made nowadays is like making people angry and outraged and stuff like that. And I think that a certain like frequency will actually like calm people down, like heal their DNA, cure them, like all this crazy stuff. Like people like swear by it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that makes
Like
sense.
if you search healing frequency, you'll see like a bunch of like 432 HZ deep healing music, or like 528 or 741. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing. Like the top one has 31 million views, the second one has 23, and then 14 million. Like it's a pretty popular little subgenre.
Okay.
And then like the
Interesting.
chakra healing music, which is like, you know, people with little, they have, I don't know what they're called. Okay, so they're like little bowls, and then they look like put a tool around them, and then they just start making like a woo sound.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then every time I listen to those, my throat starts to close up. It feels horrible when I listen to those types of sounds. And then I commented on one, and I was like, "What?" Like every time I hear this, like I feel like my throat closing up. It feels so bad. And they said, "Oh yeah, you need to like your chakra of the this and the that. Like you need to like open it up, or like I don't know what they said." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, alright.
I skip those so fast because they doesn't feel good to listen to them. To me.
That's fair, you know? Like,
Your music is choking me. Your
no,
healing
don't
music.
do that. No. But I mean, that does make sense, because I mean, like, okay, you think about, like, your body, right? And you think about how where electromagnetic waves are moving across, you know, and it's like giving receptors and making us move and making us feel and helping our heart beat, you know? And it's like, if you think of that, and you think of sound waves, and you think of how they can affect something by the sheer, like, the sound and how it makes someone feel, and, like, the dissonance or the calmness, you know, it's like there really are a whole thing about, like, specific sound waves. Because, I mean, if something's made, it can create anxiety, it can create calm feeling, like, that is very, like, a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like a lot of people, like they say that like the music that we listen to, like a lot of it causes like behavioral issues and stuff like that. And that's why they recommend listening to like that healing music and all that stuff instead, or music with that frequency level.
Yeah, because it is important that people pay attention to what they listen to. Because, I mean, it can have someone internalize stuff as well. Because it's just, you know, what you take in as a person. Do y'all have favorite animals?
I really like Pomeranian puppies.
That is precious.
Those little demons. They're so cute.
They are really cute.
But
They're
small
so
dog
cute.
syndrome. Yeah.
But they're
Really
little
cute.
demons.
I think it depends on the Pomeranian because I've met some that are really nice and quiet.
I've seen
that's
some
true.
that are really nice and chill. I mean, they might like try and lick your face or something, but they're not the worst. But I mean, you know, there's also people that just have small dogs and they don't train them because they think it's cute that they're a small dog. And it's like, please don't do that. You know? But that's the issue. Those are the little demons.
Supposedly they're more difficult to train because they're really stubborn.
Mm.
Yeah, so they're like,
Oh, yeah.
no, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck you. But they're so cute. I like those little puppies. I like them. I like the tiny dogs. I like them. I like Chihuahuas too. They're so tiny.
Chihuahuas. They're pretty great too.
Yeah, I like Chihuahuas. Although they look like rats, but
My neighbor
them.
used to have one. It was such a pest. Like when I would go to their door, because we were friends. Like I would always scare me because I was so young.
Oh no.
Like it would bark so loud. Like it was so obnoxious. Like
Yeah.
I remember I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards with that kid.
Oh. The Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They were really popular
Animals
when I
are
was
something
growing
else.
up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hear you.
My nephews tried to explain it to me, but I was like, bro, I'm never gonna get this game. Like, I'm not. Can I get it?
That's fair.
They had a big stack of those cards. It was.
Oh
big.
yeah, people really collect them, and they'll pay big money for good ones.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you get like something that's really like solid, people will be like, yeah, go for it.
I wonder if they're like, you know, those types of cards that right now you could sell them for a lot of money.
I don't know. I don't even know where I put all of mine. They're either like in the crawl space somewhere, or I gave them away, or I sold them, or I don't know.
Could try looking for them. You never know.
They
Probably in
wouldn't
the
sell for
corner
that
somewhere.
much, though. Like I did have one of those Egyptian god cards, but people might think that's a fake anyway. Then it might even be a fake.
Yeah, I get you. I have a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like honestly, like 2 stacks worth. I still
Wow.
play.
Oh.
It's like it makes sense after like okay, if you get like an emulator on your phone or whatever to play the GBA game, I highly recommend playing the GX Academy game for GBA for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it explains how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And it also has like an automated thing, so you have like an already set deck that you can learn from and take stuff out and put stuff in. And it's like you can do that without having to buy the cards. But there's also like an online Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing you can do as well.
Oh.
I think, yeah, you can like literally just log in. You can like play other people playing Yu-Gi-Oh with like digitalized like cards.
You mean like that
Figure
Duel
something out
Links
sometimes.
game? I played that with my friend for a long time.
Yeah, Duel Links. That.
Mm-hmm. I lost access to my account, so I said screw it. But I was actually getting pretty good.
Could start a whole new one or something.
No, I don't want to do all that again.
It's fair.
Knee biting dogs. Do you see?
Yes. Oh, and my favorite animals, I like wolves and cats and crows. And I just really like animals a lot. Like, I was honestly the kid that watched all the animal content. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I watched, like, the most extreme. I still watch it on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not-
Oh.
That's pretty much all Tyson watches. Like all he watches is animals and nature and like people making like weird houses and stuff like out of like stuff they found on the ground and like clay and all that.
It's a mood, and clay in your hands is so nice.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like something that your hands should do, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, those guys making those extreme homes just with a stick and like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
like,
you might have even seen the videos he's watched. Like they're really popular. Those people.
Yeah. And then they just
Mm.
they came out like saying or like with proof that yeah, all those videos are like the guys are not really doing all the work themselves. It's they have people helping them. That is pretty much fake, and they're not really like people who just they're
Oh, really?
engineers.
Like those two like Middle Eastern friends that do it?
Like most of those, like in that community of people who are like who are portraying themselves as people who are like of really low income, and then they just like make food. For example, some of them cook food and then they're showing like they live in a really tiny like hut or like a really tiny home, or they're like they have their own gardens and collect their own vegetables, and like we're living this life like we're poor and we are doing it. And then like turns out that those are pretty much like hired actors who are pretending to do all that, and then like the home is not really their home, it's someone else's home, or it's just like a prop home that it's like if you go to the back it's just like it's not really a house. Yeah. And then like with those guys, the guys who make homes themselves, like they have an entire team of people like digging with machinery, digging, and then like an entire group of people just like working like overtime and all that to make it happen and make it look like like we did this ourselves. So it was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's pictures of the guys like who are working on one area, and then like in the back you can see other people working on the far end of the house or whatever. So it's just like little things that they've been catching here and there to just be like, yeah, no, these people they might be engineers, or they're people who know what they're doing or whatever, or they're just hired people pretending. And I was like, oh, like with the people who cook, I was like, oh, no wonder why they're all like really pretty people doing it. You know? Not saying that, I'm not trying to say that poor people are ugly, but it was just like, to me, it was like, but it's like 10, like 20 ladies, and they're all like pretty much the same person in a way, you know?
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the thing, like, because people want people to fit in this Eurocentric or colonized standard of inherently being like everyone has to look the same, you know, to conform or something. It's really weird, truly, in my opinion as well, because I get what you're saying. It's like, you know, a lot of the time people, they'll be considered ugly because they're poor. You know, it's like, you're not ugly, you just don't have the money to dump all of this into like chasing youth, you know, like stuff like that. But even then, you know, like not having like genuine funds to really thrive too can really like weigh on somebody too. And people don't really think about that. They don't think about how expensive it is to be someone who is poor. Like,
oh my god, yes. And that's why I'm like, not everyone who is, you know, of low income looks the same though. You know? Like, not everybody has the same body type, not everybody has the same hair length, or the same facial feature. Like, so that's why I was like, oh, no wonder they're all hired, and they hire pretty people so that they can, or they hire so that they can like bring in the audience to look at this pretty girl cooking all the time and like doing manual labor. You know?
Yeah. But like the guys Tyson watch have so many channels. There's one like primitive survival tool, tube unique wilderness. Like they have a bunch of interesting names, but like, and then primitive survival, like stuff like that. But they make some really, really cool stuff. Like it's actually really impressive what they come up with.
For me, it was like when I was watching those guys, I was like, but like these people are like out there in the, I don't think it's a jungle, is it? But let's say, right, that they're in like outside. So then it's like they just keep building things and then like they more things. And I'm like, you know, for me, it's like I start thinking about all the space that they're covering.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, with all these walls. And every single one is like more elaborate than the last one, because they started with like very small places, and then it's just like look like mansions now.
Yeah, like some of them are really actually quite cool, like
with swimming pools and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they had pools and little like secret lairs within their homes and like.
If you could have like a home that had like an extra thing in it, like an extra room, what would you make that extra room be? And would you make it like a hidden vault kind of thing, or like a cool basement kind of thing? You know, like what would you do?
You want to go first, Jamie?
You can go first.
Oh, okay, because I do have an answer to that.
Ooh.
Okay. The thing that I would like that is a dream for me to have in a house would be a soundproof room, but not that that sound doesn't come out. I don't want sound to come in the room. I want to be in there and like as soon as I close the door, not hear like nothing. Because for me, silence is a huge way for me to like maintain my sanity pretty much. So sometimes I'm like, I wish I had a room like that, even if it was small, just with a little like a little mat there so that I could lie down or whatever, and then just stay there for like an hour and not hear anything. Oh my god, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Ellie, but I don't want to hear any sounds though, like nothing.
Just the ultimate soundproof room. That's just like you're vibing without dealing with any noise. Like, yeah, I mean, everyone needs their like quiet space. You know what I mean?
Wait, is Ellie typing? I don't see anything.
Oh,
it
yeah,
goes up on
honestly.
here. Oh, I've missed so much chat.
Yeah.
That would be. It doesn't. But I think those are very expensive.
Oh, and Dizzy said a game room movie theater. That's his stream, and honestly, that's a vibe, Dizzy. What a mood. It's really nice. I like talking with people and just hanging out, and like I love like being around and Dizzy. It's really cool how you come to my chat. I love going to your stuff too. He let me play like all sorts of like games and like talking about movies and stuff. I just love like finding what people are into and seeing what people think about things, because it's just really interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's just fun. Like,
yeah, I'll be
like,
back for like 5 minutes. I'll come back up in a second.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
heck yeah.
So yeah, that would be mine. It doesn't have to be big. It's just like, let me just be here for like 30 minutes. That would be awesome, I think.
Cool vibe space. I guess I would like do like a really cool like music theater kind of room or something, like for games or whatever people want. Like that could be like a really cool art area too. I mean, like you could have like a space that could kind of do all of that at once, you know, depending on your mood.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty fun that you have like a drum set corner just to practice when you really want to like bang something out, you know.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like playing drum set relieves a lot of stress. Like it's like, you know, imagine if you're able to like, oh, just like, you know, having like a cool bang. You could just do it with like some really cool boxes or something, and you just like get some sticks and you just go to putting how you feel into like movement and like just that, you know. However, you don't have to like bang your arm off, but you know what I mean. You can just like have that energy and expel it in a certain way while you're sitting down too. It's a vibe.
Yeah. Also, I think a library would be cool to have.
That'd be really nice. I mean, who wouldn't want a whole library, like, of just catalogs of stuff that you have and read? And, you know, it's like, it would be their archive for, you know, future generations and stuff like that, as long as you're like, hey, keep this up when I'm gone. You know? And yeah, it's such a nice time to be chatting and vibing with different people.
Yeah.
Library, all the emojis, yes. And you know, Jenny. Jenny's mad with power. Where are the wrenches? Oh yeah, because I gave her.
Yeah. I don't know. Like every time I see a house with a big stage and then a maze in it, I don't know why that looks so cool to me for some reason. And I think it would be very expensive to keep the, you know, a maze pristine looking. I think it would be very expensive, but I think it would be so cool to have one.
It would be cool. Like, like, it's just that, like, if it's like a hedge or something of a maze, you know, and you dealing with like plant growth or something, that would be a lot of upkeep. But at the same time, you know, he's gonna have a marble maze anyway. But I guess it depends, but it would be really cool to have like your own little puzzle piece you can walk through. I get the want.
Yeah, it's just that to me it's like, oh my god, it would be so expensive.
Yeah, like if only it'd be a lot easier to just like, why can't I just form things with my mind? Why can't I Magneto the fuck out of some metal, right? And just make something. Why don't I have that power? It's so rude.
Oh, I didn't watch that one, so I don't know. Dizzy, I don't know, because I didn't watch that movie.
Oh, Dizzy said, amazed like the Shining movie, but only you knew how to get to the library. You know, it would be an escape plan if someone had like something like that. And then like if someone who came in and didn't know your area or whatever, that could be a really good way because you'd know the area way more than like somebody who got caught and twisted in it. And I watched The Shining. It's something else. Not bad. Yeah, it's very like captivating. Kind of like it kind of like gripped me watching like how I watched Silence of the Lambs in a way. It's just one of those movies that was like they really encaptured emotion with the acting across it. And so it was pretty solid. Jenny, make little car cubes. We're just gonna like imagine just shrinking a car and turning it, or like, OMG, how cool would it be if you could just like make your own cars with your mind? But I mean, like, honestly, people have been 3D printing stuff and like making cars, you know? And like anything really.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same. I see people make like anything, and they'll end up looking pretty cool.
Yeah, like it's so rad. I honestly like love how it's just all the blueprints and stuff, and like just creating and making things. It's so fun. Goodness.
Yeah, like for cosplaying, I've seen them be like, oh yeah, like this is way better, they're lighter and it's faster and cooler and everything.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
like it is pretty cool because it's like also, you know, you're able to 3D print and put stuff together. You can really make it how you want, you know, without like having to try and find it too. It makes it a lot easier for people to like really get what they want out of things, which is pretty freaking cool. What you laughing about, Princess? Yeah, Magneto stuff.
It's just funny the way you say, why can't I Magneto the fuck out of things?
Like, why can't I? Like, who fucking said I couldn't? Why can't I teleport? There's so many. Why can't I shapeshift? I have many questions. Okay.
So rude.
It is very rude. Like, I mean, you know, I also was wondering because I saw a comment someone said the other day, and they're like, why don't people have pockets for themselves? You know, and I'm like, that's a good question. Huh?
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw it? Yeah, and it's like people. I guess marsupials got all the like pouch evolution points or something.
I guess.
Like, is it regulated like that? Like,
is that how it works? Like, sorry, we just had this many pockets. And
Yes, a
marsupials need them more. Bye.
Absolutely. And Magneto the Bird. Yes, 2020 turned into worlds and to turn the world into the new Renaissance. Oh well, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? How it's like the age of the internet, cyberpunk is really like taking off. However that is, it's like it's just really interesting how like innovation goes and goes and goes, and it's all just because of like people just thinking of things and wanting to see it be, you know, that is the coolest fucking thing.
This is nice.
Right? Such a vibe, right? I love the crunch. Like, it's just when stuff is like glass ice crunch. I'm just like, thank you. It's such a vibe. What can I say? I really like the bubble purple.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It really fits, doesn't it?
Yeah. We would look like if it was just us, like our profile pictures, we would look like we're floating as well.
Yeah, I want that so bad now. And I'm like, Restream, I have a proposition for you. You know. Goodness. Like, but honestly, also you can upload your own pictures, y'all. By the way, I think also like probably video footage or something too, because of how it looks when you have it set up. But it's not just like what they suggest or whatever. And they have a lot of options, as you all can see. I only did like 5 out of like 20 options or something in this. Like, they have a lot of different stuff you can choose. It's pretty cool.
That's nice.
Right? And then the music is just such a vibe. Like, tiny scream. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah, who grammars? Yeah, even streaming and podcasting or 3D printing and Xboxing is all new art, like the Renaissance. Yeah, it's like we're just art and creation is so amazing. Hey, Marcus, what's up? Nice seeing you. Real chill person. Makes music too. Really, it's so cool seeing all the different people that we found. That's just like we want to buy. Just hang around and create. Like, you know, like really support each other too. It's so cool. Really enjoy it. I enjoyed being around. I'm like, thanks for being up here too. Thanks, Babel, too. Okay. Let me see. Do you have a scene that's really stuck in your head since you read it or watched it, whether it was a scene in a movie, a video game sequence, or a story you read, just whatever out of that.
Well, it's a story. It's a short story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a short story in a book. What's the book called? The Book of the Lost Loves or something like that. And after I read it, it just made me. To this day, I still think about it because it's like, oh no, I was not prepared for this. And it's pretty much the story of this. It's an old man who is like, oh, I'm late to see my lady, I'm late to see her. It's in Spanish, the story. And he's like, oh, I'm late to see her. And like he's rushing, he's getting ready, he's doing his hair, like he in a rush, but at the same time he does take his time to make his hair look really good, and like putting on his clothes and polishing his shoes and everything too, because he's like, oh my god, I'm late, oh my god, I'm late to see her, oh my god. And then like on the way to where he's going to meet her, he remembers how the good times and like this beautiful love story between the both of them, how they loved each other and how it was perfect what they had going on. And like, oh my god, I'm going and like it's just rushing, and like it's just this journey from the house to the place. And then like he goes and then buys flowers so that, you know, because he's like, oh no, yeah, I'm going to see her in my date, oh my god, like I need to bring flowers, I need to treat her like the princess that she is, and this and that. And then he arrives at the place, and then they don't let him in. And then he's like, oh, like knocking, and then like they're not letting him in. So then there is like a bench outside of the place, and then he just sits there to wait. And then he's just waiting and still like, oh, I hope I still look good, and like, you know, like still retouching his hair and like keeping the flowers and like all that, and waits and waits. And then like the doors finally open, and then he stands up like really excited. Oh my god, I'm going to see her, oh my god. And then he's like, oh, okay, here I am. And then like some guys stop him, and they're like, no, you cannot, like, I don't want you to be here, and I don't want you to be here. And then my heart is racing as I'm telling you this story. And they just like stop him because they don't want him. He's like, oh my god, they're keeping me away from you, my love, oh my god, they're keeping me away from you, and like all I want is to see her, and like let me see her, and I want to be with my love. And turns out that the guys who are stopping him from seeing his beloved are the sons of the lady, the grown men sons of the lady. And the reason why they didn't let him in is because it was her funeral. When the doors opened, they were taking her casket to take her to go and bury her.
Oh no.
So he knows that she is in the casket, but he's not accepting that she passed away. So he's still like, so he stays there and he cries, and then he's like, oh, I'm going to see you, my love. Like, you just need to, they didn't let me see you today, but I will go and see you to, you know, to the cemetery. So the story, after you're done reading it, you realize that that this poor man, he's not well, and he was in love with this lady, and they were in love, I guess, once upon a time, but she married someone else and had an entire family with someone else, not him. But he never stopped loving her. No, it's oh my god, I cried when I read that story, and of course I'm not even doing it justice right now.
What's the name of the story? Do you remember?
No, but hold on, let me see. I think I have the book here.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, we'll read it and like give it justice, I suppose. But I mean, you tell the story is really nice, you know. And yeah, as he said earlier, I forgot to mention, love how streaming is bringing the world together. People from all different backgrounds together as people, amazing. It's all love. It really is pretty freaking cool. Like, the internet, the greatest library of Alexandria ever. And so many people are being connected all across the world. When, like, centuries ago, you know, just a letter would take months. But now we're here. It's pretty awesome. Hey, just as a reminder, that's really cool. This is number 10 of our Talk About Everything stream. This is the first set of 10 that we've done. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, it's a very short story. It's the book is called The Book of the Lost Loves. Well, that would be the translation. El Libro de los Amores Perdidos. It's by Elo Rojas. And the story is called Always, which is siempre in Spanish.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'm definitely awesome. Okay. Even though I'll check it out.
It's a very small book. The stories are like a page or two long, each one. It has 20 stories.
That's cool. I love when stuff is like a bunch of different short stories and stuff. It's interesting just seeing how they go and how they can kind of like, after you read one and you think about it after you read the next. It's just interesting, you know? Even if they're not entirely inherently related, they're still in the same, you know, book. Which is really cool to me. And like... Thanks, Izzy. Freaking rad. But like, also, I guess like for me, thinking of seeing, okay, so you know how I really love Dragon Age Origins like a lot?
Okay.
It's like, there's this character called Liliana that was honestly like, she was always really nice, and I would always end up being her friend first, like a lot of the time in the game. Because, you know, a rogue that cares about people, you know, you just gotta love them. She goes through a lot as somebody, like, as you, like, get to know her as a friend, you learn her story as someone who was of the Chantry, which is of the church at the time or something, but it's like she used to be an assassin for, like, the other like country in Elias or something.
Okay.
And it's like the reason why she came to where you are in not Orzammar, that's like where the doors are, but in the area, I can't remember the name right now. Like she she ran back because she had a mentor that was like another assassin or whatever that was supposed to be like someone she really cared about. She would do anything for her. She would always have her back. She would always make sure to try and keep her safe. But then she ended up having her information sold and about died, running away from everything because she was just like whatever, just another pawn in a game. And it's like it's kind of like dying because you can tell it really messed with her, and like they have like mentions of her like getting to know you more throughout the thing, and like really trying to talk about these things and trying to like become a better person and not just be as not as be as like gullible, I guess, but she's still someone who really cares and wants to see light in the world. It's very like wholesome, and it's like when you really get to know her, she's a bard, right? Like as an assassin, she's also a bard, so she knows all the stories, right? Like all the tales of lore. And she makes this art, right? And she tells you about like what's gone on because of there's this story. Oh my gosh, it's just a whole thing. It's really precious about. I guess it was like she lost her parents, and she was talking to another elf, an elf lady, and she was really nice and saying, hey, I know that this is a lot, but at the same time, them being gone from here doesn't mean they're gone forever. They're still in your heart, and in the very end, it's like you're not stuck in your mortal coil or whatever at the end of the day, when you're gone. And then she does this whole thing where she like really makes us like she sings about it in this video game, and it's so beautiful. Like it's so beautiful. I literally made a mashup with it and someone else's cover of it in my Monster Mash Bash thing called Leliana's song, just because that's the name of the song.
Okay.
And it's so just precious because it's like orchestral, like you can feel the emotion throughout the song and stuff. And I'm like, when you're playing the video game, it literally goes into a whole thing of like showing the stars and seeing her like seeing like the first time you hear her sing, it's very like theatrical and with feeling, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like oh my goodness. Like I'm telling you, like Origins like plucked at my heartstrings like so much. Like there's so many different characters and stuff, and oh my gosh, but it's just that with she does like very like it's just so good. It's so thought out. And I love stuff that does that. Yeah, basically, for that long drawn out explanation. But yeah.
Oh wow! No, it's fine. You're doing great. No.
Yeah.
No.
I just like half feel like I'm rambling because it's like
No.
when you're listening to yourself and you kind of like trying to get to the point and like, okay, what point am I trying to make? Hey, Cooper. What is up? Yeah, Dizzy, it's nice having you stop by.
Yeah, Dizzy.
And Dizzy said, the world seems so bad on the news. On streams like this, the world is great, the vibe is great, people are great human beings. I just wanted to say that because that was really cool. What were you going to say?
No, yeah, that it's interesting how things like that, they can like touch you. Just in the anime Saint Seiya, there is like I told you about this on my live stream, I think, or no, it was your live stream, and I was talking about that and how I love that anime and all that. It's old as fuck, but there is this character Yoga, and they call him Ayoga, but I don't know if that's his name is Yoga, and like he's very like he comes across as a very arrogant asshole person. But anyway, they're like in an environment in which they have to fight each other to compete so that they can win this big prize that is going to change their lives pretty much, which is a golden armor. Because they're they're fighters, and their current armor is bronze, a bronze armor. So they want a golden armor so that they can have more power and they can be better fighters and this and that. So, but he comes across as very arrogant and like asshole-ish in a way. And then when they show on the episode in which he's going to fight and all that, they show how he lives in Siberia. He lives there because he's half Japanese and half Siberian. So then he is there. That's where he trained. And before he went to the tournament, he was like, okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to my mom. And then like he's just standing in like a frozen place because it's snow and ice everywhere. So then he just starts like hitting the ice, and then he connects to his powers and whatever, and he hits the ice, and then he breaks it, and then he dives in the ice, and then he just starts swimming down, and then you start seeing in the distance like a wrecked ship, and then he goes in the ship, and then like he swims in there, and then he opens a door, and then like on the bed there is a bed in a room, and then there lies a beautiful lady with and the bed is full of flowers, and that's what he had in his mouth, a flower. And then he just goes down there, and then he's just like, the mom is, and it's like, oh no, like, because you think that he's going to just like say goodbye, but like his mom, turns out that his mom passed away. So it's like, it was so sad when I saw it. I was like, no, poor you. And then he cries and everything, and he says his mom, and then he just goes to the tournament. So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I was like, man, I was so sad to see that.
Look at you. Like, it's like a whole everything.
Yeah.
Dizzy's like, what are some anime you recommend? And that's awesome. Alt stuff is like pretty dang cool. I like sketching a lot of just like you'll ever, if you've watched Take On Me by Aha, that was basically the inspiration that really got me into sketching, because of the way that they like, they did the sketches and like moved it from real life to drawing. And I really like painting in sketch, like in pen, like messing with ink. Like that's my kind of like thing. That's probably also why I like inky like kind of colors too. It's probably all like hand in hand.
Yeah.
And so I usually do like a dark kind of colorful kind of thing going on. And yes, I feel you. Yeah, thanks Dizzy. Smash that like. And yeah, what anime would we recommend is a question. And Oliver said, hey fam, do you know about a book called Bullet Train? I never heard of it myself.
No, but I know I know the movie is coming out. It's the same.
Ooh.
No, it's based on that. Is it a graphic novel? Is it? I'm not sure.
Oh, so is the movie already out?
Oh, is it? Is it where? Oh, is it in theaters, or is it like streaming?
And goth art really inspires me for actual good goth designs for kawaii aesthetics. That's cool. I like how things like, people get inspired and it creates something new and different, innovative. It's just so freaking rad. I love it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's cool. What do you think of it? No spoilers, just in case. But, yeah, just for just so if anybody's looking and they don't actually get sucked for something that could be really interesting about, But I guess, do you want to suggest any anime to people?
Not really, because I don't watch that much anime.
What's a media thing that you'd recommend then? Something that you'd watch?
Oh, that's... I don't know.
You want to think about it and I can talk about what I'd like?
Yeah.
Alright, so I really like One Piece. A lot. I'm literally at 989 right now. I just started it over so I can watch it with somebody, so we can really go with it and watch the origins. It's like watching a pirate's log. I love the wholesomeness and the storylines that they have and stuff. And then yeah, it's also really colorful in its own art. I like how different it kind of is, because it's very definitely One Piece. It's I see that style a mile away. It's really cool. It's been out since 1999.
Is that the one that's not finished yet?
Yeah, it's not finished yet. They're 1,000. I think they were saying that once it got to 2,000, it'd probably be done by then. Because they have it planned out mostly. Night, Jenny. It was awesome having you around, yeah.
Is that the one in which the author is married to the lady who wrote Sailor Moon?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me look it up.
I watched My Friend Totoro, but I watched it once only, and I have the book too. But you know which other one? I think it's a movie, Wolf Children, and I also have the book. That one was tough to watch. Okay. Since I'm here saying this, okay, the one that I would recommend everybody to watch, and it's a movie, animated movie. It's Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, those are really pretty. So it's okay. So the one who's made Sailor Moon, Naoko Takeuchi, is Yoshihiro Togashi, and that's the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter. Excuse me.
Okay. So it's it's the other. Okay.
Yeah. And there's so many different things. Yeah, I've seen Ponyo. It's so pretty. It made me cry.
I watched Ponyo. I watched it.
Oh, there was also this other movie that I really like. It's called Summer Wars. You ever heard of that?
No.
Okay. So Summer Wars is an interesting start because it talks about this world that is basically a really amazing metaverse in a way, where it's people can be any kind of avatar. They can fly around and have access to different things and different shops inside this universe online, and they can have really cool avatars and stuff. But it's kind of interesting because it's this thing sent a long math equation, to a bunch of people, like several people through this app thing. And it was really freaking long, but one of the main characters is in the thing. He's like he's a really big math nerd, right?
Okay.
And he gets this math equation, and he's like, oh, I'll find that as a challenge, and he's like the only person that, like, he ends up solving it, like, after like working on it all fucking night, like literally, like he would not go to sleep until he actually solved it.
Wow.
Right, and he wakes up, and then a bunch of stuff is happening. We find out that, well, it's a virus. And it's taking over a bunch of things because he ended up breaking the code that it needed for it to like break into the whole entire internet system of the area. Wow. it becomes a whole fucking thing. And the thing is, he goes over to this thing because he has like a friend that he's been friends with for a while, and she wants him to go to her family to pretend that they're fiancé, so she can be like, you know, kind of like, hey, look, I'm with, you know, my fiancé at my family, and they're, you know, they're gonna like be proud of me, you know, I'm just like, you know, he hadn't really, like, all that stuff. So it becomes like one of those like tropes, but it's actually like really freaking cute. Throughout like the thing, they end up really getting to know each other more. There's like a lot of different conversations with people trying to figure out, and he ends up like really trying to fix what he messed up, and you go through it, and then all actually ending up working together for the goals of it. And the colors are amazing. Like, definitely check that out. Summer Wars. It's a nice movie. I really like. Yeah, Kiki's Delivery Service. That was actually the first Studio Ghibli movie I watched. I really like it. I never watched Totoro though.
Totoro.
Yeah, Totoro. Oh, I like SNES a lot. Like, Altered Beast is one of my favorite ones. It's like, you go through this as people trying to fix what was messed up or something like this. It seems like a warlord like is being in the way. You need to help him because you're able to turn into a werewolf after you like get a certain amount of energy points of like attacking like this blue werewolf thing that gives you extra powers or something. And you can shapeshift into different like animals throughout it. I've gone as far as like to the second level. I haven't gone as far as the third because it's like it is kind of hard because you only get like 2 lives, and I'm like, holy shit. But I mean, I've gotten farther than my family has, so I mean, it's not I'm trying. And then Golden Axe, that one's fun. You get to ride on like those weird cool like bird alligator things. I love them. You can also ride a dragon too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like you can play like, it's interesting because it's kind of D&D like, because you can play as a warrior kind of character that's like kind of human, doesn't have as much like that has a good amount of magic, but it's not like a lot. But then there's also like he's blue, and then there's a green character that's like a dwarf kind of character with an axe. You have less magic, but you can do a lot. And then there's like a red character that uses all the magic and has like double that of the blue guy, and she does like really high attacks. So it's interesting. I need to play like Golden Axe 2 and 3 though. But like yeah, Altered Beast is a hard game. You gotta kick everything. And yeah, Riding Dragons is awesome. I have some Funko Pops. Like one of my favorites is this. You know the Halloween version of Sora in like Kingdom Hearts when he's like that that gray creature and stuff. I have a Funko Pop of that.
Okay.
And I have like Spider-Punk Funko Pop.
Like Spider?
Yeah, like Spider-Man, but like in punk form. Like, you know, he has like the spikes on the head, and then like the ripped up jean jacket, and then the guitar. It's a vibe. Yeah, the dwarf is fun. It's like a whole thing.
This is a question that they ask a lot in the writing community. Okay.
Okay.
So this is for everybody. Which world, be it like in a movie or like TV show, a book, whatever, which world would be the one you would like to live in?
Good question.
Thank you, DC.
Heck yeah, Dizzy. Thanks. It is really nice. Like, we have like a whole bunch of conversations. And Dizzy, I really appreciate how you just stay and you just talk about whatever. It's freaking awesome. For real. I love when people like they really have conversations with us, you know? It's just nice. Dizzy says Sabrina the Teenage Witch world, which is fair. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're valid. You're valid, Penboy. Like, there's two things. Okay, no, 3 worlds that I'm thinking of. Okay, so it's okay. Now it's like I was thinking like Xena the warrior princess would be really cool. Being able to like go and deal like with all of the different like mythological things like actually existing, because it's like one of those worlds where it's like you could like go throughout the stretches of land and see like whatever people thought in that area like actually existing or like being in front of your eyes. That'd be really, really freaking cool, in my opinion. And then like there's then there's I literally thought of them, but then I was like, oh yeah, there are 3, and then my brain was like, no, there aren't.
There's nothing, actually. You don't want to leave
like
anywhere.
I thought about it really hard, then it left.
Yeah.
Like, let me see.
For
and there
me,
is. Huh?
You wanna think about it?
What?
You wanna think about it?
Yes.
For me, one world that I would not necessarily live in, but I would like to go see it, even though it's not. Just to go and look at things, even though it's kind of confusing in a way, but it's Westworld. Because in Westworld, they have so many worlds that you can just go and see, and you don't have to be mean to the robots. You don't have to do anything. You can just literally just be touring with the robots there.
That's cool.
But it would be that. But just to go and look around, you know, all the things they have, the little worlds they have. But like to live in, yeah, it would be Howl's Moving Castle. But
That's
as a
fair.
witch, though.
Yeah.
Because I think that you could experience that world better if you are
able to do all that.
Yeah.
That's fair. What would you do? Okay, so if you were like a witch, what kind of powers would you focus on, I guess, or what would you really want to have?
Just in general, or like in the Howl's Moving Castle world, or like what Harry Potter world, like in.
I guess
Just
both. It's just kind of like whatever you really would like to have as someone who has magic powers, I guess. What would you focus on?
I think I would like to be able to to make potions. But I would like to have some sort of power in which I can alter like things. But I don't know if that's a power that a witch would have. Just like if I have water, or like, oh my god, I'm thirsty, that I can just like procure fucking water like right then and there. Or like if I need fire, then I can just make fire happen without having to do anything. Just, I want fire there. Yeah, power. I mean fire.
Mm-hmm.
Or, oh, this is a rock, I wanna make it into wood. There you go.
That's cool. Like, I feel that, because honestly, I'm somebody who would really like being able to manipulate molecules and like making what I want for something. Like making it how I want it to be.
Yeah, like transforming. What would that be called? Like transforming. It's not material, but it's like
materialization.
Yeah, I would like to have that.
Yeah,
like
that's a good idea.
Flying would be too much to ask.
Flying would be too much.
Or like teleporting. That would be the one. Flying, why? I can teleport by. Also, I can teleport stuff.
Teleporting, I'd probably want to teleport more than I'd like to fly. I feel like that would be like radder. And yeah, creating what you want from elements, right? It does sound fun, doesn't it? I haven't seen Horseland myself either. Dizzy said Lord of the Rings would be something that he'd think about, and it was Xena was Warrior World was great, and yeah, it was. What about fire? I tried a vacuum. Yeah, right? Okay, so like, oh, I'd breathe fire. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. Like, okay, so what kind of elements would y'all pick out of water, fire, air, earth, electric? Yeah.
What I would like to to be able to control.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, water I wouldn't want to, because there would be places in which there is no water. I would be like Frozone when there was a fire, and then they're like, what, did you run out of water? So no. And then fire, I feel like there would be instances in which I would not need fire. Like, I would not need fire all the time,
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
I think it would be like earth.
Yeah, that makes sense. And earth, I guess you could just also you can go with the earth as in the ground, the rocks, the plants. You get all of that, okay? There you go.
Yeah.
So that's really useful. And I mean, honestly, I'm more of I'd probably pick air. Because it's honestly, it's really versatile in the way of if I move air around something, even if I don't control it, I might be able to control it that way. So that's also why. I could also probably fly with that.
Yeah.
Right? And Dizzy's like, I'd use air and electric to teleport. That'd be cool. And I mean, honestly, electric would probably go hand with air too, in a kind of way. And Cooper's the best bad guy, best villain of all time. Dizzy and all of us here. And yo, fire-breathing Koopa human hybrid self-insert. That sounds cool as fuck. It does. And then Dizzy's like, I love to fly to different dimensions. Honestly, yes.
If there were animals
Absolutely.
that you can like communicate with, right? Which ones would you be? Like, but let's like, would it be like animals in water, like aquatic, like animals in the water, or would it be animals who fly, or animals like on the that roam the earth, like just land animals? Which one would you pick?
Honestly, land animals would be the most useful, considering I be on the land. Like, I mean, I'd love to talk to underwater ones, but then I'm like, damn, what if like a squid just sees me? It's like, what the fuck are you doing talking to me? And it just eats me because it's like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, I don't know. A squid might not. They might think of it a little bit more, but I can't breathe underwater. If I were an Argonian and I could breathe underwater, then it would definitely be underwater. But I am not. So I don't want to talk to the land animals. Oh no! If I talk to birds, then I would have eyes in the air, right? And then if you're friends with crows and stuff, they could end up like really finding cool things to show you.
But what if like you can communicate with animals in the sea, and then like you can finally like know which types of animals live in the deepest parts of the ocean?
That is so fair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is a good fucking... I want to know too. Like, I really fucking want to know, because no one's like... We can't explore that, like, as well. Like, we only know, like, what, like 10% of the freaking ocean or something? 10-20%? Like, Godzilla could be under there for all we know, and we don't know. So, it's like, what the fuck happened? And there's so many weird fucking creatures that we already know. That's the thing. Like, there's already so many different things that exist. And then, like, there's stuff that literally...
No, you want land animals, remember?
Okay. What would you choose then, if you're gonna ask me?
I would choose I think I choose the water animals.
Well, if you're gonna choose water animals, I'm gonna go with...
We're gonna team up.
Damn. Why can't I just talk to all animals? Why are you gonna make it difficult? What the fuck, man?
It would be pretty cool if I could, like, with the animals in the water, and then you could communicate with land animals, and then we just team up.
Yeah, right? And then, like, we gotta get someone who, like, air animals too. And then we could have a whole society of people talking to animals. We could, like, teach animal languages. This would be a whole nother ballpark of sentience at this point. We would have a utopia between, like, humans and animals. And the thing is, it's like, it'd be really cool because, like, humans are animals. We're just, like, a bit more sentient in a way. We created talking because of how things added up or whatever. But I'm like, why do we have to be the only ones that are sentient enough to have this conversation? I would love to be able to, like, really, like, communicate with other animals and stuff. That'd be so freaking cool.
DC. I'd be a ball of energy flying and swimming.
Awesome. Swimming's nice. And flying's awesome too. Imagine being able to just do a click flip in the air just because you could. I love it.
If you could be like I don't know what to call, but like a fantasy creature, I guess. Would it can be like an elf, it can be a zombie, it can be like whatever. Which one? But you can pick just one to be for you to be. Which one would it be? What would you be? Or should I like make it like shorter? Should I be like, I don't know, elf or like No,
there's so many mythological creatures, you can't limit it. You just have to be like, you only pick one, I guess.
Unless we made like a game of it and then just pick 3 and then like we have the ultimate the ultimate battle.
That'd be fun. Then we can do deadliest warrior, you know? Like deadliest mythology. It's like I might be a werewolf, but it depends on how the lore is and if I'll be in a lot of pain. If it's a lot, I probably won't do it. But I might want to be a dragon, which would make it would probably be a lot less pain because there's so much magic involved with like if I did a dragonoid thing usually in mythology and it's like a shape-shifting kind of thing, I'd be a dragonoid.
Oh.
I'd be a dragon. That'd be cool.
Okay. It's so many also. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I hate you.
I don't know if I think I'm in between, like between an elf and like a vampire.
Makes sense. There's also like if I wanted to go the humanoid route, it'd be cool if I could do a half orc, half elf thing going on. See how that would turn out.
Power Ranger.
Yeah, I could have like purple skin or something. That'd be fun. Go, go, Power Rangers! Dun, dun, dun. Shape shift into a Power Ranger, Dizzy said. We could be Voltron. We just gotta find like the other person. We got. Well, Jenny's asleep, so we can just be like, "Hey, Jenny, we're Power Rangers now." She'd probably go for it. What color Power Rangers would y'all be?
I have no idea. I didn't watch the Power Rangers.
Okay, since you have no idea, what color would you choose as a person who would be a Power Ranger?
Okay, what colors they wear?
It's blue, red, pink, green, black, white.
Okay. Probably blue.
You and Oliver would be blue. Green for Dizzy. You know, Dizzy, I'm like green or black. I definitely pick either of those. And Oliver asks, what would you do if you had to go face to face with a normal Koopa and a big Koopa? I would get the big Koopa to stomp the normal Koopa, and then I'd jump on top of the big Koopa's head with something, and then maybe that would work. Maybe.
Green Ranger. Is that a cool one? The green one?
It's like, I kind of think of the green, like in Power Rangers, they kind of tend to have like different elements attached with the colors or something. So it's like, But a lot of times it's usually just like they get a part of the animatron that they pick and they fight with it. In like Voltron, they do a thing where they do more of it goes with the color goes with like a specific kind of thing. Like for green, it's more of a plant-based lion or something, and then it's like, you know, water, fire, you know, there's kind of like things and personality traits and stuff, but a lot of people have like various association with color as well. So it's kind of a whole thing. But there was like a few Power Rangers where they did like different animals and stuff in different like versions, because it's like it just kind of goes from generation to generation. There's like so many different ones.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there was a yellow Power Ranger too, gotta say.
And what color was the leader of the? They have to have a leader, right?
Usually
like
red.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, who didn't simp for Pink Ranger or Yellow Ranger, any of the Rangers? Because a lot of them are hot, honestly. A lot of them are hot. Good night. It was nice seeing you, you know? It's really bad. Alright, I got you. Be safe, hope you have a good night, and whoever's listening, if it's day or night or whatever, hope it goes really awesome, whatever you're trying to do. Hope you'll have a good time of it. Yeah. The music's so nice. You just get so like, thanks. Restream understands me.
Stays within a theme.
Yeah, like it's like a little playlist theme. Love it. This is really cool. Really cool talk, y'all. Like, we talk about so many different topics. I love the let's talk about everything, because it really is like everything we're thinking of. Like,
yeah,
that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Like, since you'd go with blue Power Ranger, what powers do you think would be associated with that you'd want because it's a blue Power Ranger?
Well, since you said that, like they have some type of element like that, I think the blue would be water, or like maybe air, or something related to that.
Yeah, that's fair. Have a nice water, air, elemental kind of thing going on. It's useful though. Like, I mean, honestly, like with water, if you can manipulate water, you could probably manipulate the molecules, and maybe you can make it like, imagine if you could like heat up water as well to make it steam, and then you could change it into air, and then you manipulate it that way as well. Like, I feel like maybe it could be a little bit more maneuverable than people think. But it's also like, if you don't have any water, you get a lot. Understand? Yeah, and Blue Ranger was the smartest too. And yeah, the music, it's really nice. What were you gonna say?
No, I was saying, okay, to
the smartest ranger and stuff. Yeah, they usually were the ones who like knew a lot of things. Oh, did you know there's a show called The Librarians?
Yes.
Have you watched it?
No.
It's really good. I like it a lot. Because it's about like librarians having magic, right? And they find each other because it's like history, like it's like basically in the stars. They align in a way for them all to like meet at this point and being able to like, you know, fit in the requirements needed to really protect like this magical library and the archives of it from people that want to like take over the world with misinformation and like all of that.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you'd really like it. And I think it'd be cool if we talked about it sometime if you'd want to.
Okay.
Yes. Like, I just love when stuff does the smush sound. It's so good. Really. And y'all, a heads up, I am working on a music video. Now, I'm putting it up sometime soonish. Probably within the week, maybe. I'm working on it just so I can make sure it goes how I want to.
Okay.
But it's really nice colors, and my editor updated, so there's some new edits that's gonna be in it compared to like my past stuff. It's based off of it's like my first music video that I put on YouTube. I never really did anything with it other than like show people the different filters I did for INBU.
Okay.
And like, because I literally was just like, hey, these are me picking these things throughout it, and I put like my song 50 in the back. And then I was like, I've been meaning to get like the pictures that I had and editing them to really like have a cohesive video, and I'm finally like doing it 2 years later. But
Okay.
it's a good idea. It's like, I'm very excited because it's like, it's really coming together already.
Oh,
And yeah,
pretty cool.
I enjoy creating a lot.
There is this show that is called Discovery of Witches, and that one is witches and vampires.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's books.
I really like
I
stuff
think-
with magic. It's so cool
Yeah.
seeing what people think about it. Like, I really like the originals, like a lot. I didn't think it's like, it's not that I knew what I was gonna feel about it, but I really like the dynamics and the ways that they really like make such personalities. And then like the one after that, like in the thing about like daughter and stuff, it's even more like yes. And they talk about like so many different things, and they're like really diverse, and like it's interesting the various mythology that they bring things to be or whatever. It's very nice. I love when things do that. Like I really enjoy when things that involve mythology and stuff, they really like make it, you know, like all these different things and how they could like come to be and interact and stuff. It's just interesting thinking in that kind of level about it.
Okay. Yeah. People are excited about I think they're making a show that is the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah, like they're literally doing that, and I'm really excited about it because I love the Percy Jackson series. I read all of the books. I haven't read all of the next chapter though. I had like the first one, but I do need to actually catch up with it.
I didn't read those.
It's interesting. It's like the main guy finds out he's a demigod. You'll be able to see how if you'd ever want to read the books. It's actually like a smooth read, honestly, because the books aren't that big. They aren't really like thick. They're kind of like not even 200 pages or something like that.
Oh wow, they came out in 2005.
Yeah.
I thought they were older.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking maybe when we get to 2:22:22, we can end it if you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Or 2:11:11.
Mm,
Because it's 2:22.
that's fair. We could do that too. Pun not really intended, but now it is because it sounds like it is.
The Mummy Tree. Yeah, I really like those. I really like those movies. And I'm so glad that people made them a thing again on TikTok because they love Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brendan Fraser is a really good actor. I remember when he was in like the ink spell thing in like Journey to the Center of the Earth or something. Like he did a lot of really cool stuff. Interesting. Yeah. Like, there's this like that book Ink Spell was really nice. I didn't really read through the series, and I really should have because it's like I read The Thief Lord like all the way through, and I like it was very like kin, I guess, between them. I really like the covers, but I never actually like read through them and stuff. And I'm like, I should do that before I'm like, however. And like, what was I thinking? Dizzy was like, I saw the first 2 movies in the theater in middle school. Oh, for the Mummy trilogy? That's cool. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, pressed it twice, sorry. Where'd you go? Hi.
I don't know what happened.
Things probably. You could have just like restarted or something.
But yeah, yeah, they're pretty cool.
Nice.
Like I wish he had been in the second movie, but hey, he got slighted, and then they put Dwayne on the second of the Journey 2, and it's like but I think that might have been the first one in which The Rock started his becoming an action actor.
Okay.
I don't know.
I am not sure.
Yeah, like
Like I know that like the Knife of Never Letting Go, they're making it into a movie. They've been working on it for a while. Did I ever tell you about that book? Jeez.
no.
Okay. So The Knife of Never Letting Go is about a society of humans that had to leave Earth and go to another planet. When we go to another planet, there's this whole thing where the women, so the men, their minds are sent and broadcasted into the air. Like, everyone hears their thoughts immediately, right? But that doesn't happen with women. And it became a whole thing. It became a whole thing. And it goes and follows this kid who's trying to maneuver through this turmoil of going through society as people. They're in this not Earth place that has a lot of various creatures and things that they deal with, and he ends up finding someone who traveled over to this Earth. To this planet, and it's interesting because they try and go through life and figure things out together, and then the dude has a really cute dog. But it is like a whole thing of him trying to find what's been hidden from him because of their society and stuff. It's interesting.
Wait, what's that called?
The Knife of Never Letting Go. It's like a series of like 3 books, but like the first book is called The Knife of Never Letting Go.
Wait, they made that into a movie? Because
they're gonna make it into a movie.
Because what you described is pretty much the movie Tom Holland was in.
Oh, yeah, so he was already in it. Yeah, because it was Tom Holland. I didn't know it was out yet.
Yeah. It is.
There you go. I appreciate it, Phil. I really think it'd be cool if we did like a little book club or something, and like maybe just talked about the books we read. Probably try to read a book a month or something, and then talk about it like in depth or whatever, and have like a really cool thing.
I think it's called Chaos Walking.
Huh?
I think it's called Chaos Walking, the movie.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
interrupted you.
Yeah, the second movie made The Rock a Star. Then he made the Scorpion King movie. There's also like have you ever heard of the House of Scorpion before? That book?
No. I think I've heard of it, but no, I don't.
Yeah, you haven't read it?
Mm-mm.
It's like about it's about like this character who goes through life being taken care of and all of this stuff and having, the schooling and all of this or whatever, but comes to find out like the person that's been around, he isn't really his grandpa. He's actually like the original set of him, because the dude who's going around is actually a clone. Like, and the dude, he makes clones of people so he can use their body parts whenever anything fails. So it's like really, it's really a lot, truly. Like, seeing how this person navigates trying to like understand his, like, because it's his bodily autonomy to even give these things, but it's like they assume this is just, you're my clone kind of things, which is like, it made me think of like the ethics of humanity and stuff like that. Like, a bit too early. I probably shouldn't have read it in like 8th grade or something like that. It was something like that. I was like, and it's just like, I probably shouldn't have, but it was really thoughtful. And I know that people have been like wanting to see if it was like a movie or whatever, but it's not a movie yet, but it's open to being a movie. Like, they made it so it was like, it could be bought to be made into a movie.
Who is the author?
I'll look it up. But alright, Dizzy, good night. Thanks, yo. It was awesome seeing you around. I'll try and like stream a bit more sometime. Maybe sometime this weekend or whatever. We'll see how it goes. But it was awesome having you here. And I'm looking up the author now.
Okay.
Because I don't remember that Yeah, book chat would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. See you, DC. Have a good
And
night.
it's have a good night, yo. It's by Nancy Farmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says it is set in the future and mostly takes place in Opium, a country which separates Aslan and the United States. The main character, Matteo Alecran, or Matt, is a young clone of a drug lord of the same name, usually called El Patron. It's interesting.
So this is Aztlan. Oh, Aztlan, formerly known as Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Mateo Alacran, which is Mateo Scorpion. Alacran is scorpion in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Do you have any last recommendations for people for things that you might have thought about while up here, I guess?
Not really.
Okay. I was just asking to make sure it didn't, like, you know, because sometimes it's like people think of things and then you forget about it. You know? Just to make sure, because I do appreciate your opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank
This is
you.
really nice. Huh?
No, thank you.
Okay, are we gonna know you reverse Uno card right now? Is that what we're doing? I'm about to get like 4 of them right now. I'm gonna get all of them, like all of the reverse Uno cards in the history of the world, right? And it's fine. Don't worry about it. Started laughing again, huh? Oh goodness. It's like
We're almost there though. At 2.
almost there.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, honestly, since we're in 2022, I just always want to do things that's like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I love it. It's even numbers. Like, I just keep doing it, and I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. This is fun. Huh?
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I was just laughing. How about the numerology?
Yes. All of the numbers. It's like all of the lights, but all of the numbers, because it's math and I love it. I just like when, like, numbers, like, add up and stuff, and then it's like, I'm gonna look back on this and, like, all, like, because I literally even put my my song music video, I put it out on, like, 2/22/22 because I had to. Pun intended. I don't care. Like, and it's really interesting because I got, like, the video of, like, the original audio, and then I reversed it, and then it was just so freaking spectacular. I love it. And I did it for that, and it's like there's always gonna be a 2/22/22 thing. And I'm just like, goodness, I'm always gonna do like some number stuff out of nowhere sometimes, and it's like, if it happens, it's whatever. Even if I don't, like, have it completely planned, like, I don't have it like, this is definitely premiering now. I just love it. Do you have a favorite number?
Not really. No.
I got you. I guess mine would be like 8 or like 3, but I also like how it's like they're kind of just infinity symbols, and that's kind of like also why.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you put 2 3s together, it makes an infinity symbol for you. Like, you know, you get an 8, and you know, it's just always that little whirl, that little twirl. I love it. And like, right. I'm such a nerd, and it's fine. I've accepted my fate. I have my interests as they will be.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Exactly, you get it.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Cool.
Oh. We're almost there.
We are.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna start saying goodbye. Okay, thank you for having me, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you, people on the chat, and all that. Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks, y'all. It was a pretty rad stream. I had a lot of fun. It was really nice talking with all of y'all, and you know, if y'all want to be in the comments and talk with us and me, however, and like have a whole conversation about things after, let's do it. You know, let me know what you think about like the things. What are your favorite colors? What are books that you like to talk about, whatever, or like what are things that you suggest for us to check out? We could review and stuff as well, you know, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I really like interacting with people and talking with them and figuring out what people like. And honestly, if you're like create or whatever and want to let me know. Like, all my socials are in my YouTube bio. Yeah, like, if you want to support me or whatever, just check out like my stuff. Check out Vamp's stuff. It's awesome. And we're almost there.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm gonna leave.
Hope you all have a good day. Be safe and all, yeah?
You too.
Y'all are wonderful and amazing, and I'm wishing well always. Be safe.